morning, my dear students. See, in the earlier classes, you have come across the concept of budget set, then what is budget line, then we have come across the concept like derivation of the slope of the budget line, then after that we have solved few of the problems related to budget set, then budget line. So today we shall know about the changes in the budget set. Okay. What is this changes in the budget set? Firstly, let me recall the meaning of budget set. What is budget set? See, budget set is the collection of bundles of goods what a consumer can purchase with a given price of the goods and with his income. That can be called as what? Budget set. So today we shall know about if the changes happens in the budget set, how the budget slope or how the budget line will change and how the slope of the budget line will change. Okay. So here the changes in the budget set means one thing is we have to think about if the price of the goods changes, and another one is if there is a change in the income. Alva? Budget set andre enappa andre it's a collection of all the bundles of two goods anta helide. Andre different bundles of goods ide. ಯಾದನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅದ್ರ ತಕ್ಕಂಗೆ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವ, ದುಡ್ಡು ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇನ್ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಕಾಣ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ಐದರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್. So now let us understand about this. Okay, how the budget set will change if the income changes, and how the budget set and as well as the budget line will change if the price of the goods changes. Okay, and here we have to remember the equation of the budget line and the bundles of budget set. Generally we know that if you are purchasing the x1 comma x2 of bundles of goods, then the equation of the budget line is what? Is P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is less than or equal to M. We have already learned this. What does it mean? A consumer can purchase the bundles of goods where the price of the goods is equal to his income or it is less than the income. M ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಏನು, ಐದರ್ ದೇರ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್, isn't it, or there might be change in the income of a consumer, isn't it? So agare first case alli ನಾವು when there is a change in the income of a consumer, how the budget and budget line will be there. So first let us understand about that. Okay, assume that there is a firstly effect of change when there is the changes in the income of a consumer. Okay, effect of change on the budget set and as well as the budget line when there is a change in the income of a consumer. So consumer income ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಗ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್? P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is less than or equal to M. I am telling that there is a change in the income. Income ಅಲ್ಲಿ change ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ. So let me say that, let us assume that change in the income can be represented as what? M dash. Then how this equation then we can write it as P1x1 plus P2x2 is less than or equal to M dash. Okay, when there is a change in the income, you can write the budget line equation as P1x1 plus P2x2 is less than or equal to M dash. Okay. Then let us know the graphical representation of this budget line. Okay. So let us draw the diagrams. Assume that this is a case A, that is a first case. This is origin O, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay. Then let us draw the budget line. This is point A, this is point B, and this is point A dash, this is point B dash. So how can you write the what horizontal intercept? Horizontal intercept can be written as what? M divided by P1. Okay. So here horizontal intercept M divided by P1 you are going to write. Then vertical intercept at point that is on y-axis, you can write it as M divided by P2. Okay, this is M divided by P2, point B dash. So here you will have M dash divided by P2. Okay, here you will have M dash divided by P1. Then on x-axis, let us take bananas. Then on y-axis, let us take the example of number of mangoes. Okay. And here you can say that the budget line is moving from the point, that is AB budget line is shifting as what? A dash B dash. Means we can say that there is an increase in the income. Okay. So here M dash is greater than M. Fine, this is one case, that is first case A case. Then if you take the second case, first C, let us draw the diagram, then after that we can explain about that. So secondly, if you want to draw, here let us take when there is a decrease in the income. See, in this case A, it's better you can write here A, there is a increase in the income of a consumer. Okay, and in the B case, what's happening here? There is a decrease in the income of a consumer. Okay, so now let us draw the diagram for that. This is again x-axis, origin O, y-axis. On x-axis, let us take the number of bananas, and on y-axis, let us take number of mangoes. Okay. Here what's happening is M dash is less than M. Means the income of a consumer is decreasing. Consumer income ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, so assume that it is A, point A, this is point B, and this is point A dash and B dash. Here you can see that this is horizontal intercept M divided by P1, this is M dash divided by P, this is the horizontal intercept. And if you want to write vertical intercept, at point B you can have M divided by P2, and at point B dash we will be having M dash divided by P2. Okay, and one thing is there is a decrease in the income, so there is a inward movement of budget line. Okay, so now let us have the explanation part of this. See, when there is a change in the income of a consumer, you can observe the two diagrams. In this first case, you are having there is a increase in the income of a consumer. So, when there is an increase in the income, suppose M is the income of a consumer, then when there is an increase in the income increases to M dash. Let us assume that the change in the income can be represented as what? M dash. So, income ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇನ್ಕಮ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಮ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಮ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ M dash is greater than M. Okay, and coming to this diagram, see on x-axis we will be taking what? Number of bananas, and on y-axis let us take the number of mangoes. And here when the income increases, the old budget line, that is AB, will move in the upward or in the outward direction parallelly, and it gives rise to the new budget line called A dash B dash. Okay, so AB budget line will move outward. It is moving parallelly and gives a new budget line what? A dash B dash. Okay, and here when the income increases, what happens regarding the quantity of purchase? When the income increases, the quantity of goods what you are going to purchase will also increase. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ ನ್ಯೂ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ upward parallelly, or we can say that the new budget line, that is A dash B dash, is moving outward parallelly than the old budget line, that is AB. And here on the horizontal intercept we are taking M by P1, and the new original budget line, so it gives rise to how much? Here the horizontal intercept, it will be having the value of how much? M dash divided by P1. Again on vertical axis, if you take where you are considering the number of mangoes, there the point B is having a vertical intercept of M divided by P2. Then the new budget line which is forming A dash B dash, that to point B dash, you can have the vertical intercept of value of M dash divided by P2. Okay, so totally we can say that when there is a increase in the income of a consumer, the new budget line A dash B dash is formed, and it is the old budget line AB is moving parallelly outward, okay, to form the new budget line A dash B dash, you can say. Okay, and one more thing is when the income of a consumer increases, you can buy more number of goods, we can say. So this is about the first case. Then moving to the second case, so it tells about when there is a decrease in the income of a consumer. Consumer income ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ again, let me have an explanation of that. So it is the origin O, and on OX axis you are measuring bananas. So OX axis represents the bananas, that is on X axis you are taking bananas. Then on Y axis you are considering mangoes. Okay, then when there is a decrease in the income of a consumer, you can write or represent like this, that is M dash is less than M. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಈಗ ಸಪೋಸ್ 50 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮನಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು 30 ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು 20 ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಏನೇ ಆದರೂ ಆಗಿರಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ there is a decrease in the income, so we can mention the condition that M dash is less than M. Okay, then if you observe here, the original budget line is AB. AB is the original budget line. When there is a decrease in the income, this budget line is forming the new budget line, that is A dash B dash. Means this old budget line is moving parallelly, that is what? Inward to form A dash B dash. Okay, inside ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆ the quantity of purchase of goods or products also decreases, we can say. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆ the quantity of purchase, what you are going to purchase, it might be goods or products, it will be decreasing. So it is moving parallelly inward. The new budget line, that is A dash B dash, we can get. How? Means by moving this old budget line AB inward. Okay, and here at the point A you have a horizontal intercept as what? M by P1, M divided by P1, and A dash, point A dash is having a horizontal intercept of the value of M dash divided by P. Okay, and here on the vertical axis, if you observe, point B is having the vertical intercept of the value of M divided by P2, and point B dash is having the value of M dash divided by P2. Okay, so income kadme aagta hodange the quantity of purchase is decreasing. So purchase ಮಾಡುವಂತ probability ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Okay, so this is about the effect of change in the income of a consumer on the budget set and on the budget line, we can see. Okay, next let us know about when there is a effect of change in the price of the consumer. Okay, so that is a second case here. The second case is effect of change in relative prices. Okay, see here we are telling that there is a change in the price of the goods or a product. Two goods ಏನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ ಆವಾಗಲೇ ನಾವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ one side on x axis we are represented bananas and another good or product was what? Mangoes. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ prices of the goods ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುವಿನ ಬೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. See, when the prices of the goods are changing, what happens here? You'll be having a changes in the vertical intercept and as well as the horizontal intercept. There is a changes in the slope of the budget line also. Why? Means we know that slope of the budget line is represented as what? Minus P1 by P2. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಕೂಡ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. Okay, so let us draw a diagram for that. Case A and another one is case B. And coming to the equation of the budget line, original equation of the budget line ಏನಿದೆ ಹೇಳಿ? P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is less than or equal to m ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಸಪೋಸ್ x is x commodity is banana ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬನಾನಾ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಸೊ P1 ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ? P1 changes to what? P1 dash. Okay, so here instead of P1 you will be writing what? P1 dash x1 plus P2 x2 is less than m. Okay, so after having the changes in the price, you can have the budget line equation in this format, that is P1 dash x1 plus P2 x2 is less than or equal to m. Now we shall have the graphical representation along with the explanation. Okay, so case A, if you take, when there is a increase in the price of the bananas, here there is a increase in the price of banana. Okay, ಯಾವಾಗ ಬನಾನಾ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು ಕಮಾಡಿಟಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಒಂದು ಕಮಾಡಿಟಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬನಾನಾ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಗುಡ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the prices are changing, that too the price of the first commodity we are changing, okay, and other things are remaining constant. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಮಾಡಿಟಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ P2 ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಕೂಡ m ಆಗಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, so increase in the price of a banana. Again if you assume here this is the origin O and this is x axis, this is y axis. Let us take on x axis the number of bananas, okay, and on y axis let us take the number of mangoes. Okay, then you will have the diagram in this manner, that is this is a point A, this is point B, and the new budget line, that to the point A dash will be moving, will be reaching. Then this is the horizontal intercept m divided by P1, and after change in the price, that you increase in the price, you will have m divided by P1 dash. Okay, and again if you have here the point vertical intercept is having the value of how much, m divided by P2. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನು ಕೂಡ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು P2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ. ಬೇರೆ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮಾಡಿಟಿ. P1 ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್, ಇನ್ವರ್ಡ್. Next, let me draw the second case diagram, that is when there is a decrease in the price of banana. Okay, so banana price ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಂತ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅಗೈನ್ x axis, y axis, origin O, this is point A, this is point A dash. Here on x axis you are taking bananas, okay, and on y axis you are taking mangoes. This is point A dash. Here you can see there is an outward movement of the budget line. This is point B, and point A is having a horizontal intercept of m divided by P1, and point A dash is having a horizontal intercept of m divided by P1 dash. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ P1 ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ, P1 ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ A ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಹಾರಿಸಾಂಟಲ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್, ನಮಗೆ m ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ P1 ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ B ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಅ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಹೌ ಮಚ್, m divided by P2. Okay, so now let us have an explanation part of these two diagrams. See, in the first diagram, that is in the first case, when there is an increase in the price of the banana price ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಿದೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ there is a inward movement of the ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎ ಅಲ್ಲಿ m ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ P1 ಇತ್ತು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ m ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ p2 ಅಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬನಾನಾ increases means the quantity of the goods what you are going to purchase will decrease. ಹೌದ್ ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುವಿನ ಬೆಲೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಂಥ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋದು. ಓಕೆ, there is a inward movement of the original of the old budget line. So it is giving the original budget line or the new budget line, that is A dash B. Okay, and here you can say that an increase in the price of the bananas makes the budget line steeper as we can observe in the diagram. Okay, and here when there is an increase in the price of the banana, even the slope of the budget line will increase. That is a very important point you have to note. Okay, so price of the banana increase ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ even the slope of the budget line will also increase. Okay, that is slope of the budget line formula we are already familiar with that. That is minus p1 divided by p2 ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ನಮಗೆ ಮೈನಸ್ p1 by p2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ p1 ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ p1 ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು p1 ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂತೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ದರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬನಾನಾ, ದ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ and as well as the horizontal intercept value will decrease. Andre the quantity of the goods what you are going to purchase will decrease, we can say. Okay, so price generally namige gottu price of the banana ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the quantity of the goods what you want to purchase as a consumer will decrease. Okay, so this is about the first diagram. Then moving to the second case, that is decrease in the price of the banana. ಬನಾನಾ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆರಿಜಿನ್ O, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್. ಆನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಬನಾನಾಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಆನ್ ವೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋಸ್. ದೆನ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ A is having a horizontal intercept of what m divided by p1, and point A dash, that is the new budget line, one of the point of new budget line, that is A dash, is having a horizontal intercept of what m divided by p1 dash. And here at the point B you can see that which is representing the vertical intercept of the value of m divided by p2. Okay, and here there is a outward movement of this original budget line. Original budget line ಅಥವಾ old budget line ಅಂದ್ರೆ AB ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನೀವು, it is moving outward. Andre there is a increase in the purchase of the goods what you want to have. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ income price ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಂಥ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು AB ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಈ AB is moving outward to form the new budget line, that is A dash B. Okay, so here P1 dash, this price what is happening, there is a decrease in the price of banana, we can say. So you are having a new point, that is A dash, which is having a horizontal intercept of what m divided by P1 dash. Okay, and coming to the slope of the budget line. So when there is a decrease in the price of the banana, then what happens to the slope of the budget line? Budget line slope ಏನಾಗತ್ತಂತೆ, slope of the budget line, what it happens, we know the formula that minus p1 by p2. So when there is a decrease in the price of the banana, even the slope of the budget line also decreases. Okay, so budget line slope of the budget line ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗತ್ತಂತೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ it is having the main factors like price of the two goods, isn't it? So here you have p1 dash by p2 minus p1 dash by p2. So when there is a decrease in the price of the banana, even the slope of the budget line also decreases. Okay, And coming to the horizontal and vertical intercept value. Horizontal intercept value ಮತ್ತು vertical intercept value ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. It increases. See, you can observe here the point A is shifting outward. Okay, that is, it is becoming flatter here. Okay, it is the decrease in the price of the bananas makes the budget line flatter, as you can observe in the diagram. So what happens here? There is a increase in the value of horizontal and vertical intercept. Okay, so this is about explanation of these two cases or two conditions. That is, first is when there is an increase in the price of the banana, and another one is when there is a decrease in the price of the banana. Okay, so I think you have understood about this one. So next, let us move on to the other concept, that is about demand. Okay, demand. What do you mean by demand? ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಡಿಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಜನರಲಿ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಹ್ಯೂಜ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ರೈನಿ ಸೀಸನ್. ದರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ರೈನ್ ಕೋಟ್ಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ರೈನಿ ಸೀಸನ್ ವಿ ಸಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗಾರೆ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಡಿಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ದ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕಮಾಡಿಟಿ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಎ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಇಸ್ ವಿಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬೈ and is able to afford at a given prices and at a certain preferences and taste of a consumer. Okay, what is demand then? Demand means the quantity of goods or a product what a consumer is willing to buy. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ ನನಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ a consumer is willing to purchase or buy and is able to afford. Okay, and with the given prices of goods, certain prices of goods irutte matte, and also it depends upon the taste and preferences of a consumer anta heltivi. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾವ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಅದನ್ನ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕಮಾಡಿಟಿ that a consumer is willing to buy and is able to afford at a given prices and depending on the taste and preferences of a consumer. That can be understood as what? Demand. Okay. Then next let us know about the determinants of demand. Okay, what are the determinants of demand? Determinants of demand, if you check out here, what are the factors that influences the demand for a good or a product ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾವ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ it depends upon the price of the goods, then the prices of the related goods, then the income of a consumer, then the taste and preferences of a consumer. Okay, so what are the determinants of demand then? It depends upon the what? Price of a good, or you can say it as a product. Okay, and another one is prices of related goods, prices of related goods. Then another one is income of a consumer. Okay, and another one is taste and preferences of a consumer. Okay. So these are the factors on which the demand will be dependent. Okay. So firstly, price of the good or a product. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುವಿನ ಬೆಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? Suppose the general thing what's happening in a market is, if the price of the good is higher, then the demand will decrease. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುವಿನ ಬೆಲೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ದಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನಾಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್, isn't it? So when I want to purchase medicine, I'll not look into the price, just I want to get cure, that's it. So whatever might be the price, I'll pay for it and I will use it in order to cure my disease or anything. Alva? To be healthy, we will pay for it. So we can say that price of the good is very important. There is a general tendency that when the price of the goods are increasing, the demand for a good will decrease. And other thing is, when the price of the good is decreasing, the demand for a good increases. Vice versa we can say. Okay, that is the price of the good or a product. So ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುವಿನ ಬೆಲೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ವಸ್ತುಗೆ. ಈಗ ವಸ್ತುವಿನ ಬೆಲೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆ ವಸ್ತುಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That we call it as the law of demand, that we will be knowing later in the upcoming classes. Okay, and the second one is what? Prices of the related goods. Related goods means here you have already come across the two types of goods. One is substitute goods and another one is complementary goods. Substitute goods means what? The good which can be used in the place of another to satisfy a particular want. For example, you can take tea, coffee, etc. ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುನ ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಸ್ತುನ ನಾವು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನಮಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಗೂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ದ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಟು ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಎ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವಾಂಟ್. ಒಂದು ವಾಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದೇನೋ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅವಾಗ ಎರಡು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕಾರ್, ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್, okay, then tea powder, sugar, etc. So here the prices of the related goods, whether it might be a substitute goods or a complementary goods, ಆ goods in price ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, in order to have a demand for a particular product. Then the third thing is income of a consumer. Consumer ಅಥವಾ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. The how much of amount is that consumer having, ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡಿದೆ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ 100 rupees, ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲೆಂಟ್ ಟು 100 rupees or which is less than 100 rupees. Got it? So that we say it as what? Income of a consumer. And the next one is taste and preferences of a consumer. Means what are the likes and dislikes of a consumer is also very important. See, some people are giving importance for the quality, okay, likes and dislikes we say. Some people or some consumers will be having a likes, like they want a very durable product, very quality product, okay, they are giving more preference for a color, etc. So they want a pink color itself, they want a white color product or black color, like this. So even the likes and preferences of a consumer matters. Okay, suppose if you are going to a cloth shop, ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರೇ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆ, ಆಯಿತಾ. ನೀವು ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರಲಿ ತೊಗೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಆಯಿತಾ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ದಿನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬೆಲೆದಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನು ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಯರ್ ದ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ದ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? The price of the good or a product, then the prices of the related goods, then the income of a consumer, and the next is taste and preferences of a consumer. Okay, then let us know about the concept called demand function. Okay, demand function. What is this demand function? The demand function shows the relation between the quantity of the product what you want to purchase and other its determinants. Okay, so determinants andre ide barutte. So ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆನೋ ಅದ್ರ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ತೋರಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ shows the relationship between the demand for a commodity and its determinants. Then what are its determinants? Its determinants includes what? Price of a good or a product, then the prices of the related good, then the income of a consumer, and the other thing is, other factor is taste and preferences of a consumer. Then you can write the demand function in this manner, that is QD, that is quantity demanded, or the quantity of the product what you want to purchase is F of QD is equal to F of P, that is price of the good, then PR, comma, you have again another factor income which is represented as Y, then another one is T. See, demand function can be represented as QD, that is quantity demanded of a particular product, is equal to F of P, comma PR, comma Y, comma T, where P represents the price of a good or a product ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುವಿನ ಬೆಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೆ. Next, PR is what? Price of the related goods. It might be a substitute product or a substitute good or a complementary good or a complementary product, you can say. Then Y is what? Y is the income of a consumer. That's what we have written. Okay. Then what is T there? T is the taste and preferences of a consumer. So you can put a symbol here. P is the price, PR is the related price of the related goods, then Y is what? Income, then T is the taste and preferences of a consumer. Okay. And here you can say that the main factor on which the quantity of the product what a consumer want to purchase, that is demand depends, is, that is very important factor is price, that is P. Price is very important factor alva. ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುವಿನ ಬೆಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆನೆ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ the quantity demanded for a product mainly depends on what? Price P. So we can write this demand function as QD is equal to F of P, or you can write it as X is equal to F of P. Okay, where X denotes the quantity demanded by a consumer regarding a particular ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುಗೆ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಿ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ here again P is what? P is the price of a good or a product. Okay, so X denotes the what? The quantity of product what the consumer want to purchase, that is quantity demanded, and P is the price of a good. Okay, then you can have this demand function in another form, that is QD is equal to A minus BP. Okay, A minus BP. This is a linear demand curve, we can say. Then what is that demand curve? This is a linear demand curve. For 1 mark you will be having this question. Linear demand curve can be represented as what? QD is equal to A minus BP, or you can write that in this form also. D of P is equal to A minus BP. Okay, what is this P represents or QD represents here? It represents the quantity demanded. Okay, A is other, A and B are constants here, only P, that is price, keeps on changing. P is a variable here. Okay, P ಅನ್ನೋದೇನು price of the good, A and B are constants here. Okay, what is that A? A denotes the maximum limit of a function. Maximum limit of a function na ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. B value will be negative in nature, that is negative slope of a function. This B or minus B shows the what? Negative slope of a function, and P is the price here. See, generally we can say that the quantity demanded and the price P is having a negative relationship. ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆ the quantity of product what I am going to purchase will decrease. ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಏನಾಗ್ಬೋದು, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ there is a negative relation between the quantity demand and the price here. So further we will continue in the next class. Thank you.